Hello there, YouTubers. This is CD Mangaka here, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Dual Perspective gameplay. I received some pretty good feedback on my first episode of it, and people were just saying, you gotta make a few tweaks here and there, make it a little easier to read or view, whatever. And so I did. I made some couple editing points, refined the size of the video a bit. So I've tinkered around a little bit, and hopefully this series is a little more comprehensive, more enjoyable, I should say, as we go on. I am in the upper left corner of the screen, and then my DJ's gameplay, DJBW21, is in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. So the example of this game is going to actually kind of be showing you like how important it is, how well you do in COD. It kind of is based around what your teammates are doing, and then also where you're setting up in the game. So DJ's group was assigned to take down middle building, hold it together. Middle building being the blue warehouse that DJ's in. He's trying to set up a claymore right now, and in domination, I'm going to use DJ as an example here as he gets knifed right here, actually shot in the back. Is that instead of rocking a claymore in domination, I'd probably rock something like a motion sensor, because that thing's going to last you a lot longer. It's going to give you a nice heads up, and it just works more than one time. So had he been using a motion sensor, I think he would have seen the other guy coming, but then again, he also would have been shot by the first guy coming into the room. But if he used a motion sensor, I think he'd be a little more successful in holding down that area of the map. That's just my personal opinion. He did a fantastic job, as you'll see in this game. So he's trying to get set up in there, and he's going pretty slow. And he's mindful of our claymore. He's being pretty smart right now. We got two guys up in the second floor, and Blake and I start shooting at him. But as you can see, DJ enters the room just as Blake finishes them both off, and he's trying to get set up in here, and he's doing a good job right now. DJ's already picking up new weapons to replace his weapon once it runs out of ammo. I'm running Scavenger on my class, so really it doesn't even matter for me. AK-47 for the win, I suppose. And as I've said before, he's in charge of controlling middle. I'm in charge of controlling the warehouse, and so we get both different sight lines going on. And he's got a whole different advantage here. He's getting a little more action in his area right now, and I'm kind of patiently waiting for guys to come my way. But the key advantage of holding down the warehouse when you're spawn trapping on ADOM is that the spawn tends to flip a lot of the time, actually, because it's just this spawn trap is really aggressive in nature, and in domination the spawns flip really easily. So you'll tend to get people to spawn right behind the warehouse, as you see again right here. So I'm constantly always flicking back, and I'm just getting a couple guys. And then the situation here in the upper left corner of your screen, there's a ghost guy. I know he's coming. I'm saying Blake, ghost guy coming down the back warehouse. I kind of just waste Blake's life in order for me to build up my own kill streak. I'm sorry for using you like that, Blake, but I got higher kill streaks. I had to take priority in getting kills over you, and I apologize for that. So, but DJ's been putting in work, and he gets a Blackbird up in the sky, so that's going to help me out quite a bit. I'm just getting on target a bit. Love the AK-47. I'm finally doing beast with that gun. I gotta use it more. I might switch my FAMAS and AK-47 around and run the AK-47 on the Flakjacker class and use my FAMAS with my Scavenger class extended mag. I'll fiddle with that and see how it works out. So, anyways, but DJ's doing a really good job of staying in this building. He's looking out windows a lot. He's knowing where they're spawning. Really using the Blackbird to the best of his advantage. Constantly going prone in order to give himself a lower profile than the enemy whenever he thinks that somebody's gonna be coming up the stairs. Excuse me. He's poking his head out using all sorts of sight lines. He gets killed, though, unfortunately, and so we gotta wait for him to spawn back in. And again, I'm in a similar situation where, oh, here we go. The video is gonna flip out right here. DJ's gonna call in his chopper gunner, and I want you guys to see like the sheer difference in how it's been playing around for me. I've shrunken down his chopper gunner screen so that you don't have to kind of watch that. You can. It's a little side note thing, but when his chopper gunner's out, the spawn is a lot easier to flip. As you can see right now, they are constantly spawning behind me in the warehouse. So because I'm in this position, because DJ got a 9 kill streak and he's got his chopper gunner up in the air, he's got guys spawning behind me now, and I just get I got a golden opportunity. I get first dibs on these guys, and I got a kill, and I get my attack dogs because of DJ's chopper gunner. And so one thing I want to point out is that DJ, when he uses his chopper gunner, he tends to aim down sight quite a bit, actually, with his chopper gunner. I mean, he'll try and shoot targets like all the time with his aim down sight, which is a technique I really don't recommend using. I hip fire with a chopper gunner, and I find that the faster movement that you get with the hip fire on the chopper gunner is a lot better than trying to aim down sight with it. Anyways, what happens here is we get a host migration, and DJ actually scores host, so I had to go to the other game file in my recent games list and record this part of the gameplay. It seems like they start at different times, but they're actually on cue. He just didn't go back as far. Third tree you're seeing is the link right now, where we crossroad. Our guy RPGs me up top. I tell DJ, and he gets him. So I just thought that would be a cool little thing to show you, just like how it played out. I got RPG, DJ's behind him, and he picks him up. I figured you guys would appreciate a third view. And now we're going back into a similar setup where I'm going to shrink my screen down and DJ's screen is going to grow. And I want you guys to see the difference. Okay, now remember the action I got in Warehouse when DJ's chopper gunner was up in the air? I want you guys to kind of pay attention to how little, I should say, DJ gets as far as action goes when he's in his area. One thing is that the spawn's not flipping right in front of him, it's flipping in an area away from him, so he has to scramble for it. And another thing is that I'm just getting a lot more opportunities with my chopper gunner than DJ actually did. That's just one real reason it plays out like that. I mean, I get a couple good shots right here. They're spawning right where I need them to spawn for me in order for me to kill them real quickly without giving them an opportunity to shoot them down. Right here, he goes for a kill, but I take it from him. Sorry, DJ. I'm constantly on the alert. I zoom in right there with my chopper gunner just to kind of poke around. I see these guys spawning, and I'm just hip firing right here. DJ went in that situation. I think he aimed down sight in a similar situation. And I just kept hip firing. I mean, I wouldn't even aim down sight with a chopper gunner at all unless you're trying to shoot a guy in a building. That's just my personal tip. That's just a little, I mean, like, tips for a chopper gunner. Like, you gotta be pretty noob for that, I suppose. But anyways, now, I got DJ's video a little smaller than mine because he doesn't really get a whole lot of action for the rest of the video as I pistol whip a poor sap. I love pistol whipping kids, but for the rest of the game, it seems just like I had the hot spot of action, so I'm throwing a motion sensor right here because I know the spawn flips, and I don't want to be caught by surprise by some sort of ghost guy spawning behind me, so I set up a motion sensor there, and unfortunately, I get grenaded along with a good old Blake Smith, and I'm telling my team right now, guys in B Warehouse, DJ's looking over there, and because of my call-out, he gets a free kill. Joy to the world. Again, guys spawning back there already, so I think I set up a... I haven't done it yet. A shame on me. But he's sitting around. He's trying to get some action going on right now. And because I'm in a different area, I'm looking around for my own kills. But as you can see, the spawn finally kind of starts working for me right about here. And we're going to see how fast we can get this next kill streak going on. So we get one guy there. We're just darting back and forth. Blackbird's up, so I'm not even worrying about throwing down motion sensor. The Blackbird is with its infinite power. Here I get stunned, and I'm going prone, and I take care of this poor sap, unfortunately. And DJ's doing some good work. He's looking around, trying to pick off guys in their spawn from his, outpost. We get another kill here. Recognize that there's two guys coming this way. Start pre-firing. Drop one guy. Let Blake have those guys. Here, and Blake and I divide and conquer. He went to the back of Warehouse. I went over to their spawn to make sure that we didn't get sandwiched in the middle. Like, we were both looking direction, and we got flanked from behind. I was preventing that, so I told him, you go take it to the back. I got their spawn. Basically, that Blackbird goes away. I call him my own, and DJ's fighting with him, his teammate right now, trying to get the same kills. And that's just one thing. Whenever you got a partner, like, look out different windows. Here, DJ does a good job of looking out a different window than his teammate did. That just means, like, they both get a different opportunity to kill people. They're not going to be fighting between one guy to get kills. They have an opportunity to get two different guys. So here I run all the way back to our spawn because they seem to be spawning over by the stairs. And we actually got another teammate with a chopper gunner up right now. And so the spawn's a little chaotic. Chaotic, excuse me. And it's just going to town right now, and I'm being a little selfish right here. I'm running right into the spawn, but once I get my dogs right here, I'm getting the hell out. I'm just booking it away. I'm not even going near any of those red, triangles and whatnot. The spawn is really easy to flip when you have a chopper gunner up in the air and doing the work it's doing. So I'm not going to even, try and tempt fate and really get a spawn flip going on. This guy runs past me, I barely get him, so. I have my dogs up right now, so they're going to be giving me a few kills. And his chopper's going away. I'm going to try and call mine in. DJ also looks like he broke away from his building. He's trying to pick off people. Look at that laser aim across the map through some fire. Nice work, DJ. Anyways, coming near the end of the game here, I pick up a few more guys. DJ's trying to get set up at his warehouse again. He picks up a kill real fast. I got a couple more kills with the chopper gunner, but anyways, we're nearing the end of this dual perspective video, the second A Tale of Two Beasts and how they relate to each other. I hope you kind of see the difference in how much action I got when DJ had his chopper gunner and how much action he got with my chopper gunner based on our location. So anyways, my final score was about 56-4. DJ's final score was like 38-4. I can't remember his score entirely. I apologize for that. If you like this video, please give it a like rating. You're new to the channel and want to see more videos like this, subscribe. Anyway, see you in Mangaka. Thank you all.